Social Services and Housing.
Darlene's ready for the live stream.
She's ready to. Hello, everybody. I'd like to call this meeting of Social Services and Housing Committee to order. Does anybody have a declaration of pecuniary interest? Seeing none, we'll go to the first action item, and it's regarding the transfer payment agreement with the 2017 Planning Investment for the Ontario Early Years Child and Family Centres. And so I'll turn it over to Christine.
Thank you. Through you, Chair, we're looking for authorization to execute the transfer payment agreement. And so the investment that we're receiving for planning purposes for the Ontario Early Years Child and Family Centre transformation is $87,719. It's a one-time funding allocation that must be used in 2017. And the eligible expenses that it can be used for were mentioned in the report. And so we will ensure that we're using those dollars to support staffing costs that are attributable to the transformation of the system, and then any other additional costs with that process. It is a 100% allocation funded by the province, and there's no requirement for county cost sharing.
So as I understood it, it's all for the bureaucracy of organizing it. And just one other question regarding the early years. So you have them in certain locations. So it's bridging between some of the daycare and programs into kindergarten, right?
So through you, Chair, the Ontario Early Years Centres are really more family and caregiver support-based. And so there is programming in which caregivers and parents can bring their children to and participate in program that prepares them for school readiness. And then there's also family supports. So the staff are able to provide parenting type resources, helping someone learn how to parent in a different way, or with infants, what feeding schedules and different things might look like. So they're really truly more parent support and school readiness for preschool. Okay,
because I just noticed it said 0 to 6. And I just thought, well, that's a wider age spread than I was thinking it was. So, but the focus is still on those types of programs from 0 to 2.
The programming does catch the 0 to 6, and the reason for that is because we think of the children in their kindergarten program are still actually considered preschool, even though they're actually in the school system under the guidelines of the Ministry of Education. So that's why it captures the 0 to 6, because kindergarten is a voluntary program, although the vast majority of people do send their children to kindergarten.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, I just wanted some clarification on the whole program itself. So just a minute, the recommendation that a bylaw be introduced authorizing the execution of the transfer payment agreement for the 2017 planning investment for the Ontario Early Years Child and Family Centres. Do I have a mover and a seconder? Moved by David, second by Paul. All in favor? Any opposed? Seeing none, that carried. And then next we have the Child Care Cross-Jurisdictional Agreement. It's fairly straightforward. I'll just read the bylaw, and then if we have any discussion or you have comments, or Christine has comments, that a bylaw be introduced authorizing the execution of the cross-jurisdictional agreement between the Corporation of the County of Grey and the Corporation of the County of Bruce to allow for the provision of child care services and free subsidies for clients living in either one of the counties but using the services of the child care providers in the other county. Could I have a mover and a seconder? Moved by Robert, second by Mike. So, Christine, did you have any comments on this? Does anybody else have any questions or comments? Okay. All in favor? And none opposed, so that carried. Now, I didn't see any information items. Did I miss it?
Nope, that's correct. There are no information items.
Good. So I thought maybe I'd missed something. The next meeting is December 15th, 2016, and we need a motion to adjourn. Moved by Mitch, second by Janice, that we now adjourn. All in favor? And that carried. I'll just read off yours, I think it's quicker. So next, I'd like to call the Bruce County Housing